Hey guys, welcome to the trophy guide for Ozmar's Past, and today we're going to grab the trophy and find all the documents needed for it. For this, I've distributed the individual clips according to checkpoints so you can quickly go through them. It's best to do this once you have all the missions, and give a thumbs up, friends, leave a subscription. And we start with the first horn checkpoint right here next to the missions. Why did you leave us? Entrance to the laboratory wing, and you can find this in the village of El Rafaka. The clips here are all from the 100 Platinum guide. That's why the path is shown very precisely here, and maybe one or two more items are collected. So we start from the checkpoint, go this way first, and on the left there's the first ore. In case you didn't find it, we've simply added it here again. You can then just continue from here, go into the next section, into the laboratory. A few zombies will appear here, just take them out and you can continue on. In this area there's also a chest to collect, which we'll grab shortly. It's located up there, and you can take some nice loot with you. So we go up, grab the chest up here first, and then continue to the ladder at the back. We've collected the loot. Then we go around here, up the stairs, and follow the main path back here to the ladder over there. And here we let ourselves down. And now a big enemy appears here, I would say. Even two big enemies. When you go in here, don't go too far into the room, otherwise the second one will come out right away. Because from this tank here, as you can already see, a spider will come out soon. You have to do this once, and then you can get the first document for the trophy here. Collect. Quickly take down the spider. And here this white, very inconspicuous... What is glowing back there? That's the document. The first one we can get, namely the day the black mouth opened. Yes, then continue playing the level completely until you can activate the large elevator and have unlocked the shortcut to the checkpoint. Here you can go up once and then you're basically back at the main checkpoint where we also started. And you should have already lowered the ladder here, so you've already played a bit further here, you've lowered the ladder here. You arrive at this distinctive spot back here, namely where these boards are and where we have to let ourselves fall down. There is a hidden secret path here, specifically the one on the left. To the left here you can actually reach the board even if it doesn't look like it, and jump onto it once. And from here we have to try to get down there. We can now of course go over to the other board. Try it with full energy, friends. And because I just fell down here, it takes away half, but it's not that bad. We can simply run through here. There's another chest here that we can loot, and if you follow the corridor here, you'll reach the next important document, and we'll grab that. So continue through here and then up the ladder, and here is where the good piece is hidden. So pretty well hidden, I think. Seeing that you have to fall down there is quite tricky. Yes, the longest ladder in the world. Let's go up and grab the day the black moon rose, number 4. Then we can move on to the next area. And yeah, we'll do Gate of Weiser, main mission, named Watchtower of Weiser. And from there we can start. Do you first go a bit further and come to this area here, where there's another long ladder going down. You really can't miss it. Missing it is the main path here. So you follow the path until you are in this small shack. You can then simply go out here and collect a fragment of transformation on the right side. Yes, now we are up here on a bridge and there's an enemy coming up ahead. So it's actually a good point to remember where you are. This is quite a distinctive spot on the main path if you've started from the checkpoint. It really takes a while to get here, but once you are here, you should be able to recognize it quite well. As I said, there's an elite enemy coming up ahead, and there it is, and we just took it down. Once we've dealt with it, we have a good indication of where we are, and we can simply continue along this path. And then head down to the right, basically down the stairs and into this castle. And yes, once we arrive here, we continue following the path and we don't go down here, but instead we turn around. First we bypass the stairs going up, and there's also an ore up here. It's back here, it's hidden in the corner, definitely grab it, but up here there's also the next document we need, namely from the ore. Just head over here, then take a sharp left turn, and there's another big guy. We'll quickly chop him up, and there's the next item, so grab it once you've dealt with the guy. And it went quickly. Just take the thing here and bam, Prophecy 3 in the bag. And we can proceed to the next mission to uncover Ozmar's past and earn the trophy. This time we start from Blood Red Trail next to the mission gate of Pfizer, specifically at the last checkpoint at the gate. And it's actually relatively easy because you just need to defeat the last boss here. And once you've done that, I believe you can't really miss it actually. Because once you're done here, you go left and enter here. And into the gate where the guy is standing. And yes, he chats with you a bit, but you go down here and you'll find the prophecy here. 4, no one should have missed it really. So we start the next side mission though, which is Transcendental Sword. And we also find that in the side mission Gate of Pfizer, and we start from the Path of the Fallen. Before that, it's actually going quite well. Yes, this time even really fast. When we're here at the checkpoint, we can just run straight through here. Here comes an elite enemy, we quickly take care of him. And once we've taken him down, there's an illusion wall back here that we need to break. And there you'll find the next important document, The Day the Black Moon Rose, Part 1. We continue to the next one, also Gate of Pfizer, Trenstein Dalschwert, and there's just one checkpoint further. So if you're already here, just go one checkpoint further, Tomb of the Forgotten. Then you come to a spot where you need to fall down here along the bars. And that's actually pretty easy to remember. Just continue through here as it all looks relatively the same. It's already a bit of a distance from the checkpoint, and I think you'll notice these 3 big shield guys appear here. We've already dealt with them once, you can just run through here. In the 100% guide, the little jug is also shown here. You can actually collect it here as well. And next to the little jug, there's basically the next document. Here is also a slightly stronger skeleton enemy. You can use it as a bit of a guide. And next to it, there's a chest that's really hard to miss. And here's the Krugling. So, therefore, I think it's already a distinctive place that many should recognize. There was a trap in the chest, but that's not the scroll we need. It's just for identifying where we are. So we continue through here, go left, and there are these traps back on the left. In the corner is the little jug, and from there we can continue. This again as identification. From here, if we turn around and the level looks the same, we can walk through here. And now a couple of small enemies are coming towards us, which we quickly take down. Once we've dealt with all of them here, we quickly gather the loot and then continue. Namely, up these stairs next to the ladder. So there's this ladder. We climb up it, and yes, actually no one should have missed it because it's relatively obvious. Because once you've climbed up the ladder here, it's right here on the left, and you should actually get it there. Hisma's Conquest 1? Yes, from here it naturally continues. Imperial in Rovelion, and there we go to the checkpoint, Great Central Theater. From there, Ishun, we can start, and also relatively quickly get the next item, which you probably also haven't missed because it's actually hard to overlook. We go left here, along and all the way to the back. At the end of the balcony, there's the next Hisma's Conquest 2. We continue to the next checkpoint, again at the Imperial Theater in Rovelia, this time next to Mission 100-Year Order. And we start in the corridor of the Annex building, and from there we go straight through. The path is a bit longer over the bridge here. Of course, there are also some enemies here. By the way, on the right, there's also an ore. In case you haven't picked it up yet, grab it as well and then continue straight through here. Attention, there are quite a few enemies here, so be a bit careful. Run all the way along here, and it's best to take them all out, because if they follow you, it can be a bit tough. In any case, just go through here. Go through, and then you will reach the next main area. You can still absorb the ladder here. And yes, then we come down here and down to the left. There's a catapult standing right there, and we need to go down and follow the catapult here. Actually, go left now, but I first picked up some cheap item back there. In the end, just go straight through here, past the catapult, and at the back on the wall there's a picture, and we can hit it and then go inside here. By the way, the little jug is also in the right corner. And in the left corner is the next scroll, the next prophecy. We'll grab that right away, specifically prophecy 1. From here we can actually continue playing directly, friends. Just turn around and simply follow the path here. Then we can grab the next document right away. Take care of the dude attacking you here. And then we can continue from here. Once we've dealt with the guy in this room, we just continue straight through. And then we come to some stairs, go all the way down here. The level isn't that big anyway, but there are really a lot of enemies. To the left here is an illusion wall, which the enemy usually breaks themselves. And back here is another prophecy. 2 friends. Then we continue with the next checkpoint, which is the capital, Vitalon. This is a main mission, and we start from the old town. And from there we can get the next document. Here you can't climb the ladder yet, just go all the way through and you'll reach a suburban area like a small village. It's a bit like the old town here. And up here we can grab a few items, water, spirit, fuel. In the end you just go through here. To the left here there's a ladder next to a catapult. I've already taken care of all the enemies here for you. And yes, then we can loot and collect a bit more here. Back here in the left corner there's some lightning stone. Follow the path all the way through, and there are actually 2 documents to collect here. I'll show you everything in a moment, so go all the way along here. We then go back in on the right here, because there's a rare material, lightning stone, which you should definitely follow just along this path. Here an elite enemy usually appears, and when we go in here there's the next document, namely Reese 3. Yes, from here just keep going until you eventually reach a small village again. And of course there are also some enemies here. Identification is down here by the ladder, but we mainly need to unlock a door to continue following the main path. And it's this one here. And this is now a pretty distinctive spot because there's a huge statue up ahead and you really can't miss it. The next item. Here are a few more peasant fools. We'll just quickly take them out. We can even finish one off because he got nicely hit by the stone. Yes, and then you continue here and you see in the middle there's a large statue. There's an item in front of it which you really can't miss. And then you have the next part, which you surely already have all with you. The Day the Black Moon Rose 3. Yes, then the next mission, Great Temple side mission, The Oath, specifically from the Forbidden Corridor. This is already in Act 4, so in the last section, and here we go all the way through, and at some point you reach a spot where you're on the 2nd floor. There is also the underworld energy to upgrade your urge once more. And yes, here you will encounter 2 shield types, actually a pretty distinctive spot. And from here you need to jump down from up here, so to speak, to continue following the main path. But as I said, there is also underworld energy here, so if you found it, you'll definitely know where we are. You really can't miss it. Actually, I believe this is the complete main path, as we need to go down here once. You see there's another Lactrima lying there. Take out all the enemies here and then follow this path. Caution, trap ahead. Be a bit careful there. And here you will soon reach a new area. And there are still some enemies here. We've already dealt with them now. And here, at the end, there's another door for identification. And when you open it, do not enter the elevator. Under no circumstances should you enter the elevator now. Instead, pass by the elevator on the left. And here at the back, the part smattering. Hisma's Conquest 3. Okay. And with that, we can continue basically in the same level, namely the Great Temple of the Oath again. Specifically the Forbidden Corridor. So we actually continue playing, and from the checkpoint we set off again and start here. So continue here and then proceed through here. And here on the right is a small area leading to the lake, and in this lake there's an item behind a waterfall, which I'll show you in a moment. So we simply walk from the checkpoint, continue here, walk down here, and you'll see it soon. This small lake area, it's best to deal with all the enemies here first. Be careful, there's a worm in here, and yes, then you walk along the edge on the left. There's also a guy here. I'll quickly take care of him too, I think. Yes, that would be better. And then we continue here, and on the left side you can then see a waterfall, and behind the waterfall is the next part, Hisma's Conquest 4. Let's move on to the next checkpoint, friends, and that is the Bloody Sanctuary, a large temple. So it's another main mission, and we start from the main entrance of the temple. From there it actually works best. You keep going until you take this elevator down, and that's actually a good hint. Here we come to something similar to a castle garden, and we can just continue walking through here. Of course, there are a few enemies here which I quickly dealt with earlier, and yes, we can simply follow this path. You'll pass by here anyway. This is really the main path, and we just go along here, and you really can't miss the next item because it's also right on the main path. Then surely no one has walked past it. Definitely just walk here for completeness. For the sake of completeness, I'll show you again. Here comes the elite enemy, this chick. We quickly took her down earlier, then go in here and up the stairs. And when we arrive up here, there's a statue and the item is just lying there. You really can't miss it. It's right here in front of the statue, the last part, which is the Great Temple, Bloody Sanctuary. The path to the temple is the checkpoint we take, and from there do we get the last thing. And when we are at the checkpoint here, you will have unlocked and opened this door at some point, because back here is a small elevator, and definitely do not use it, because behind it is a small secret area, namely when we go down here. The roof gives me a bit of a Badger's Wood vibe, but it's really well done that there's still a small section here fixed on the roof. First, get rid of all the enemies. And be careful, there are still some hallucination spiders here. Once we've dealt with all of them, we follow this roof here and then go this way. Go along the left side, and from here we can drop down onto the other roof, and down here there's an item in this window frame, and what we need is on the beam, so run along the beam with a bit of a run up, and I'm here in the middle. If we turn left here, the last piece is there. Yes, friends, with that you now have the trophy. Ozmar's past has collected everything. So save once if you liked it and it helped you. Feel free to give a thumbs up, subscribe. All guides for Khazan are on the channel. Feel free to check them out. See you next time.